Xbox has an impressive next year or so with a ton of games from partnerships and their owned studios. Some of the biggest games are coming out early next year in 2025 and just beyond. But looking at the slate of games coming in 2024 alone, including everything coming across platforms from now until the end of the year, it's absolutely insane the scope and impact some of these games will have, and some of the biggest ones are coming from Xbox. "2024 is already an impressive year for gaming, and now, with the Xbox showing a ton of new games and game development finally coming around to full swing, other major studios and publishers are ready to release massive games on the Xbox console. Let's take a look at a dozen insane-looking AAA games coming to Xbox for 2024. Star Wars Outlaws. Experience the first ever Star Wars game set between the events of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Explore distinct locations across the galaxy, both iconic and new. Risk it all as Kay-Vess, a scoundrel seeking freedom and the means to start a new life, along with her companion, on her back, Nyx. Pilot your ship, the Trailblazer, as you engage in thrilling dogfights with the Empire and other enemies across the galaxy, and each new location brings new adventures, unique challenges, and enticing rewards if you're willing to take the risk. Take on high-risk, high-reward missions from the galaxy's crime syndicates, steal valuable goods, infiltrate secret locations, and outwit enemies as one of the galaxy's most wanted. This third-person shooter and action-adventure game is coming to Xbox August 30th, 2024.
Attack.
Assassin's Creed has a massive lineage across gaming, and with this incredible new entry into the series, feudal Japan is finally home to the Hidden Blade and its Bureau of Assassins. Discover the captivating open world of feudal Japan, from the spectacular castle towns and bustling ports to peaceful shrines and pastoral landscapes. Adventure through unpredictable weather, changing seasons, and reactive environments. As the quick-witted and agile Naoe use noise, light, and shadows to evade detection as enemies respond to their changing surroundings, district guards using kunai, shuriken, and smoke bombs infiltrate enemy bases with your grappling hook and parkour skills, and assassinate your targets with the Hidden Blade. As the legendary and charismatic samurai Yasuke, strike your foes with brutal precision and power, use his combat-oriented skills to attack, block, parry, and defeat your enemies. Master the vast arsenal of weapons at your disposal, featuring katanas, kanobo, bows, and more to free Japan from its oppressors. Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be a new fan favorite and is coming out November 12th.
I've shed all the blood I need. Time to go.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, from Bethesda Game Studios in concert with Machine Games. Uncover one of history's greatest mysteries in Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, a first-person, single-player adventure set between the events of Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade. The year is 1937. Sinister forces are scouring the globe for a secret to an ancient power connected to the Great Circle, and only one person can stop them, and you play as Indiana Jones. You'll become the legendary archaeologist in his shoes and iconic leather jacket in this cinematic action-adventure game. From the hallowed halls of the Vatican To sunken temples, pyramids of Egypt, and snowy peaks of the Himalayas, Indy's latest journey will send him around the world in a race against time as he hunts down these mysterious and powerful artifacts. But Indiana isn't the only one on the trail. Working with Gina, Indy will face off against Voss and his men in the hunt for secrets of these relics. Expect to tackle incredible puzzles, harrowing gauntlets and traps, and using your whip and fists and sidearm revolver pistol to take down the enemies and feel like you truly are Indiana Jones. The release date for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set for sometime in December of 2024. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. This is an action-packed third-person shooter with cutting and powerful melee weapons. Embody the superhuman skill and brutality of the Space Marine with deadly abilities and wield devastating weaponry to obliterate relentless Tyrannid swarms. The game offers both solo and multiplayer modes, allowing players to defend the Imperium in epic battles in 3-player co-op. Whether you're facing hordes of enemy in PvE or engaging in intense 6v6 PvP matches, Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2 promises an adrenaline-fueled experience. The game looks incredible and has been a franchise long awaited to return for almost 15 years. Warhammer 40K Space Marine releases September 9th, 2024.
We can make it! Keep going!
Die! Soon enough, demon! Hold fast, brother! Withstand the heat and keep moving!
Avowed from Obsidian Entertainment is a fantasy RPG set in the Pillars of Eternity universe. Explore the living lands, a mysterious island filled with adventure and danger. As an envoy of Adar, you are sent to investigate rumors of a spreading plague with a secret that threatens to destroy everything. You can save the island and your soul from the forces threatening to tear them apart by becoming the godlike. Avowed is a first and third-person fantasy action RPG where you'll use melee weapons, ranged combat, and magic. You'll explore diverse environments with each unique ecosystem. Combat allows you to mix and match swords, spells, guns, and shields. Companions that fight alongside of you are from various species, and their choices will shape your development in the game. Avowed's dynamic day and night cycle will change the atmosphere of each of the game's fantastic biomes, giving a significant immersion and lived-in world. Beautiful natural landscapes will be offset by the Dream Scourge, a plague that is sweeping the living lands. The release date was tentatively leaked for Avowed in November 12th, 2024.
Rot plagues the living lands. Days tend to its purpose.
Dragon Age Veilguard is an upcoming role-playing action hybrid with turn-based for an RPG. This was developed by BioWare and published by EA, and it serves as the fourth major game from the Dragon Age franchise. You'll play as a fully customizable main character known as the Rook, and your mission is to stop two immensely powerful ancient deities who were accidentally freed by the elven trickster god Solus during a ritual. As the Rook, you'll lead a team of 7 companions, each with their own rich story, combat, and together you'll become the Veilguard. In Dragon Age The Veilguard, combat offers fluid movement, moment-to-moment action in real time, but you'll also get to choose turn-based strategy combat with you and your companions. You'll have 3 classes, Warrior, Mage, or Rogue, each with its own advanced specializations, Expect an exciting blend of tactical depth and dynamic battles as you face ancient elven gods in this character-driven RPG. The Dragon Age Veilguard comes out sometime in late 2024.
I've never seen anything like it.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the look! Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
Hello Games' Light No Fire is an upcoming game that combines adventure, building, survival, and exploration. The same studio that brought us No Man's Sky shows that this game can take place on a fantasy planet the size of Earth. The key features are multiplayer. Connect with players worldwide, construct buildings, and explore together. You can collaborate on persistent communities or venture out solo to uncover the world for yourself. It has a procedural like Earth. The game opens a truly open world without boundaries, featuring immersive biomes, unique enemies, and valuable resources. The scale of this planet has never been attempted before on one big location. You can dive into ancient lore-rich world where you're not the hero and survival is a constant struggle. The game draws inspiration from classic fantasy RPG settings, giving you fantasy-themed mounts and flyable mounts. Climb the mountains, sail vast oceans, and ride these wild beasts across undiscovered landscapes. Encounter strange giants and rabbit-inhibited realms. Light No Fire promises a captivating blend of RPG depth and sandbox world-building freedom, all set against a breathtakingly fantasy-based backdrop. They have a full-featured world builder ready for us with Light No Fire at the end of 2024, if it doesn't slip into a well-needed 2025. Starfield's huge first expansion, Shattered Space, is set in the home planet. House Va'ruun remains a mystery to the vast majority of citizens of the settled systems where we played the main part of the game. The religious zealots that make up this clandestine faction are known only by their dangerous reputation. And when a distress signal originating from the derelict star station leads you on to the path to Va'ruun, you'll soon discover and uncover the secrets surrounding the followers of the Great Serpent. Explore a whole new location, bursting with color, and take on new enemies and experience the story of House Va'ruun. Expect a creepy atmosphere, intense gameplay, ghosts, aliens, and a new cosmic threat. Starfield will uplift the personality, thrill, and variety, make Shattered Space DLC a whole new game. And it's coming likely close to the anniversary, September 9th, 2024.
Only us.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
Metal Gear Delta. Finally, Metal Gear Solid is returning back to Xbox. The story, characters, voice acting, gameplay, and music that made the original Snake Eater a sensation make a return for modern consoles. And this evolutionary leap breathes new life into every cutscene and rebuilds every corner of the world. All done in Unreal Engine 5, the expansive stages are rendered with cutting-edge technology. Characters are rendered in such fine detail that facial wrinkles, pores, and even separate eye and iris movements are visible, allowing for rich and emotive facial animations, modernizing what we loved about Snake Eater. Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater was already a fan favorite, and seeing it reimagined for this new generation with overhauled visuals, new combat mechanics means that Metal Gear Solid Delta will bring one of the best Metal Gear games back to Xbox, and it's releasing before the end of 2024. Flintlock, Siege of Dawn. From the studio A44, a third-person melee and magic-based action-adventure game is coming to Xbox and Game Pass. The door to the great below has been opened, unleashing the gods and their armies of dead, and the lands of Keon are besieged. The City of Dawn is on the brink of destruction, and it's time for the Coalition army to fight back. Embrace the vengeance, gunpowder, and magic as you embark on an epic journey to defeat the gods, close the portal, and take back your world. Flintlock Siege of Dawn has powerful melee combat, magic traversal, and impactful combination of weapons and playstyles. Flintlock is not far off from releasing. It's coming July 18th in 2024. Unknown 9 Awakening. You play as Haruna, a quester born with the ability to venture into the fold, a mysterious dimension that overlaps our own. On her quest for powerful hidden knowledge, she will learn to master her unique connection to the fold, which allows her to channel its powers into our world, but such power does not go unnoticed, and she makes many enemies. Leverage your mastery of the fold and choose your own playstyle. Step into your enemies to control them, dodge bullets, hurl umbric energy at your opponents, and more. From the sands of Mayotia and perilous Indian jungles to the Gothic landscapes of Portugal, and it comes out sometime before the end of 2024.
You don't belong here.
You're wrong. This is exactly where I'm meant to be.
Sea of the Nine. It's time.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2, the heart of Chernobyl, has never been beating so loud as it has now. The zone is calling for stalkers, and it's finally time for this game to release. Those who are ready to delve into a non-linear journey through a sinister open world in the Eastern European post-apocalyptic setting. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 applies the full potential of Unreal Engine 5 and looks insanely realistic, as well as the motion capture and photogrammetry technologies that will show you what Chernobyl will look like on Xbox, challenging and keeping even the most hard-boiled players engaged. This immersive survival mechanic will be the enriching gameplay path you'll need to get you through S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 on September 5th, 2024. With hard-hitting shooters, fantasy RPGs, third-person action games, and powerful, challenging Souls-like games, there's so much to experience on Xbox this year, thanks to extremely talented studios, teams, and blossoming worlds coming to life. 2024 looks insane, and Xbox has some of the most excellent watermarks amongst these incredible giants of open-world adventure and immersive, eye-popping visuals, and incredibly great feeling games. 2024 has a lot to offer, and these games will be a part of a year to remember until we move into 2025. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Pretty excited. There have been a ton of games this past year, and already it looks like the holiday season and fall are going to be completely packed with games. And I'm looking at games like Assassin's Creed Shadows, which will probably take up a good month and a half of my playtime as I play those games like crazy. And then some of the things like Avowed, which I'm not sure if people are super excited. I'm really excited to play a game like that and get into that style of fantasy RPG. And I think there's really something for everybody. And it's good to see so many games come out. And I'm excited that we're going to be playing Indiana Jones, more Starfield, and there's so much to do and so little time. If you ended up enjoying this video, let me know by liking it, subscribing to the channel, hit the bell to be notified, and hit the join button below. If you want to join the channel membership, there you'll get early access to videos. You get your name in the chat with an icon, and you'll also be priority there and get early access, monthly merch giveaways, and so much stuff I forget, but check out the Patreon. Those things are also included there. We have tiers for you to check out. Also, check out the X&C podcast. There we'll be talking about the gaming news, breaking down the trailers and the gameplay and what's happening in the near future. That's a pretty good show. Thanks for all your support. We're there at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. But I want to know what you are most excited about from this list. I showed about a dozen games, and some of them might have been surprises to you that are coming out or have been recently shown and are already ready to be played. So let me know what your favorite game is. And while you're there, as I always say, be nice.